Kijken, is iedereen lined up? Ik zie... Dustin is niet hier. Is die een audience? Dan... Nee. Oké. Shit, ik ben dat vergeten. Dat is heel dom.
Ben ik wel.
Ja, hij is erin.
Ja.
Oh, is weer weg. Huh? Nee, wat? FTH. Daar gaan we. Holy shit, een clone. Oké,
Them. Right.
yeah, there will be information lab. Okay, that should be all correct. What's wrong? Okay, formation lab is a go here in Singapore. It's the first night race in a while. As we are on the way here today, as we are spectating the real Cappy. A very slow getaway for him. Of course, the championship leader didn't qualify that well. He's starting in P4, back from the grid. Gappy X is here for the first time in a little bit again. 2 races in a row. It's the first time in his career he makes 2 races in a row. But Infinity back on it again. Let's see what he will perform today. If he will see a miracle happen, crash himself out again or not. 2 GMGs, Lockout PT in P3. Was Admanos in P4, P5 Josh, P6 is Aquacar, P7 Durate Club, P9 is now well, where is Koye? Oh, that's fine. We'll just do it that way then.
Oh.
As everyone is lining up, Robo Mesa is leading here, if I'm correct. Infinity did something stupid all the way in the back. Maybe saving tires. I don't know what he's doing, but we'll see. That's not very important right now. I'm partnered here today for a little bit with Fatherless Rascal. He's
Hi.
hello there. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, very.
Thanks for having me.
If I'm correct, we will have JD Smiley in a little bit here as well. He's just doing something family related right now. Also, do not cross the finish line. Do not. Just line up. Do not cross the finish. I don't want to be having issues and stuff with that. Just behave to normal and everything will be fine. As I don't know where Koye is lining up. Koye, yeah, he's doing fine. You can start there. You can start there. Yeah, that's great. Drift, yeah, awesome. Are you ready? Want to see the R's? Oh! No! No way! Okay, Aquana, you can start from the pit lane. You can start from the pit lane if you're fine with that.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Yeah, you can start from the pit lane. That's.
Just an amazing car to see in action.
Yeah, he'll be starting from the pit lane. That's fine. You can line up there. I'll be saying, you know what? Just line up. You just line up. That's just bad luck. Line up. a formation lap, you cannot really do anything about it. Just line up, you'll be fine. Don't worry. No, you can line up, Aqua, you can line up. That's just, the formation lap DNFs are really different. That's just bad luck. How stupid would it be that like 1 lap later his engine still fails and it's just done? Yeah, we have. Singapore a bit warm, you know? Okay, y'all ready? Alright. Let's go on board with the leader as we start the lines here today. Yeah, that doesn't make a big difference. Don't worry about Infinity. The lights go on here today in Singapore. It's been a bit of a break between Aston and now, but we are finally back in the race and we are up and running here today in Singapore. It's a poor getaway for Infinity. Good one for Robo and Lemon. So side by side into the lead. Infinity takes it back though, but it's Robo Mesa trying to battle her out yet again. Side by side for a brief moment, but it's all going good in the way for Infinity. Robo Mesa not shy to make a charge though, as Infinity will not have DRS, but Robo Mesa and even Admanos will. Admanos with a great getaway already up into P3. As the Infinity has had a bit of a bad getaway. What happened there? I don't know what happened. He's a bit slower through there. Robo Mesa up to the lead. Admanos is second, and now Infinity back to third. And the R8 Club takes P4. And P5 I thought was Josh. As Lemon is now back to P4, overtaking the Raid Club in the process. In the meantime, Admanos trying to make a move on Robo Mesa. Side by side for a brief second, but Admanos backed off for a little bit. As we see multiple tire differences. Admanos opting for the medium tires. A bit faster, but we're a bit faster as well. So let's see how that all will help him in this race as we look at the corner pits. Drifting Casey already has 2, Gaffy has 2, and Infinity still 0, Quizilla has 3, so he's already nearing a 5-second time penalty. But side by side for the lead, Robo Mesa versus Admanos, and Admanos takes it here in Singapore. He will lead the first lap of the Grand Prix as we exit the final few corners. Everything is flat until turn 1 again. And Admanos leads the lap here today in Singapore. Robo Mesa is challenging him, and I think Lemon is up to third now. Side by side they go. It's a bit of rubber banding going on, but still the battle for the lead. As is JD Eric has to come, JD Smiley has to come online. Let's see what if he's in the broadcast or not. He's not yet, so that's fine. And it's a very close battle still for the lead. 4 cars are approaching the leader in a rapid fashion. Seems Admanos cannot keep Robo Mesa behind for long, but Robo Mesa has a very charging Infinity right behind him as well as we go through the second sector. Admanos takes a bit of a wider line. Both Infinity and Robo are taking it very tight. Now approach the bridge section. And Infinity has cleared. Robo Mesa has overtaken him, although it's still side by side for a brief moment. Ooh, and Robo hits the wall and loses a bit of time there. Back to third place. If you want to say anything, just say it, right?
Yeah. Just my internet is too bad. I really can't see anything happening until it happens, like after it happens. Oh wait, R8. I don't know what we call it. You hit the wall.
Okay, he's still driving. By the way,
yeah, he's still driving.
Yeah, I have turned off damage since in practice almost everyone crashed. So and they were like the damage is too sensitive. So I turned it off for the time being. I'm rebuilding a complete. Ooh, there's a car stuck.
What happened? Who?
There's a car standing still. I think Drifting Case he had a black spike. There was a Lambo stuck for a very long time. I don't know what happened, but it looked like a lag spike. So it's a way too aggressive my reaction again. But that's fine.
Yeah. That's good for views. Just extreme reactions the whole time.
Exactly.
Oh, his car's driving.
Well, let's go back to the guys in front. Infinity has cleared Admanos as well. Just overtaking him around the outside is back to the lead, although Admanos is not willing to let him go just yet. But whose tires are going to die first? It looks like that both GMGs are settling down for a little bit and are just keeping their tires in mind. Of course, the tire wear is a very important factor. If you have a bit too much tire wear, ooh, like that, Admanos almost spins it around. And then you have that.
It can be that small mistakes.
Exactly.
It can make the difference.
First, it's a small slump of oversteer, and 2 laps later, it's a huge spin, and that's your race over. But
yeah.
It all looks very good for now. Infinity is back to the lead. Had a horrible lap 1. Obmanos, the man known for bad lap 1s, had a beautiful lap 1. Gone all the way to the lead. Not something he's normally doing. For the viewers under us that haven't seen that before, Obmanos is pretty much Lando Norris 2024 in terms of starts. Starts on pole and then finishes lap 1 in 4th. But that's fine. He's picked up the game this weekend, it seems. As the Rook had to overtake Lemon. What's happening with Lemon? Lemon might have had a moment. He's dropping back a little bit further, but let's go back to Robo Mesa. He's running a bit in no man's land. Not doing quite terrible, but it's a bit of a just settling down, making sure your tires will last the distance, as we already have our first 5-second time penalty. Koyazilla, the debut driver, has 5 seconds they can clear during the pit stop. Just wait 5 seconds extra and you'll be cleared of your corner cuts. But we have of course a 25 corner cut limit in this race. It will be quite an achievement if you reach 25 corner cuts, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Can also be a goal.
I mean,
Sad.
it's a mindset, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see what happens next, as Manos is slowly losing sight of Infinity. Infinity, of course, back on his best. Once championship leader, and then DNF 3 or 4 races in a row. Not a great feat to have, you know, disqualified once as well. It's winning the first race, crashing the second one, crashing the third one. No, crashing the second one, getting disqualified from the third one, crashing the fourth one, not being able to come to the fifth one. It's not a great feat at itself, but he's back on his game again. Obmanos trying to keep up with him. It just seems pretty impossible with the Lambo machine he's handling right now. As Drifting Casey has overtaken Lemon as well. Drifting Casey doing some very interesting stuff, very good stuff as well. As Infinity is indeed just making sure that Obmanos has no defense whatsoever, and maybe even Robo Mesa might catch up to Obmanos. Obmanos really struggling the last few moments. Let's see what happens there. So Robo Mesa through the brake section he goes. He is within the range of Obmanos, if I'm correct. Yeah, Obmanos really dropping back at the moment. Maybe those medium tires are not the tires to start with. So yeah, that's...
Please remind me if the... Whoa! Whoa. Please remind me if was the Singapore sling added, or is it still...
It was not.
Removed?
It was, people were mostly against it. Mostly the Americans wanted it, because they like chaos. Robo Mesa was not one of those Americans though. He liked just give us the normal track. Yeah, Robo Mesa does indeed have the rest now to his availability. As a Manos, there's a little bit of a lag spike going on in Robo Mesa as well.
Oh, what happened to Drifting Casey? Did he just drop 2 places? Did it? Or am I tripping?
Ooh, and he spun around almost into the barrier. Also, that's only for Robo Mesa. I was testing the new damage system on your car. I turned it off if I'm correct. The only thing that could happen, which I'm not sure if it will happen, but that could happen is like, if you lose your front wing, you lose your front wing, so the car will be fine. It's just visually not there. So if that happens, just don't worry about it. But for the time being, everything looks fine, so I don't even know if it's gonna happen. As it looks like Obmanos has put on the charge back to Infinity. Indeed, he has. Robo Mesa getting closer as well. It might have been that Infinity hasn't made a mistake. If we look at the lap times, Infinity is by far the fastest driver at the moment. He's followed by Lemon and Robo Mesa in P3 and 4, and Obmanos is second. But it's very close between those two drivers right now. I am getting TM. Might not be. Damn. Okay, our co-host JD Smiley will not be able to race to commentate today.
So he's stuck with
Koya
us.
has disconnected.
Oh.
That's a bummer, because a disconnect will be treated... Wait, no, we have a rule that disconnections will get one re-chance. He'll be able to merge. He'll be able to merge behind Gappy. But first we gotta fix that. Koya, if you spawn your car, I think you should be getting in your car. You sure that... Oh, he needed teleport, of course. You'll be able to merge... Oh, they left. Bro. They're literally able to rejoin. Yeah.
Did Koya already leave?
They are back.
Oh.
Just spawn your car and be
Welcome
able to... You'll be able to merge. Yeah, we normally, if someone disconnects, it will be a safety car, but we literally see this the car just despawn. Let me take a look at where Gappy is. He's right there. So Koya, just wait a little bit until I say you can go, but just wait a little bit and you'll be fine. Yeah, you can go. Alright, in the meantime, let's go back to the battle up front as Infinity... I was watching the wrong person here. Infinity has dropped Altman yet again. It's looking like the usual stuff once more. RoboMace is still third, losing a bit of time against Altman. Keeping it safe though, as we look at the corner cuts. He's very clear of time penalties. So is everyone else. So doing very good. On the other hand, it's a street circuit, so you shouldn't really be surprised about that. As we'll be going on board with GapPX, who was moments ago battling against Aqua. Oh! So, excuse my reaction, but he was into the wall. A massive moment of oversteer. Looked very interesting, but he's sitting P9, bringing home about... we usually custom points, so I'm confused right now. If that's 2 and that's 3. He's bringing home 3 points right now. That's good for the team. That's making sure to be the top midfield team as it stands. But as it stands as well, I think GMG will overtake NS Motorsports in the standings. Maybe even Noob Empire Racing. I'm not sure about that. Noob Empire Racing is already behind and I'm just stupid. Maybe even Lambo, depending on how Upman and Drifting Casey will fare for the rest of the race. RoboMace are keeping it very consistent, very clear. Keeping out of corner cuts as well. Infinity on the other hand has a very good track of corner cuts as well, as the R8 clip has 5 corner cuts, so he'll be serving a 5-second penalty once he does a pit stop. He can choose not to do it, it will be just added to the end of the race. But you love them races where nothing is happening. It's
it's very easy to commentate.
Yeah. It's a bit of a hard way to commentate, although as it stands, Otmanos will just expand his championship lead over his competitors in a car that should not be even on the podium this race. He's had some massive struggles the entirety of the practice sessions, the qualified in P4, one of the worst performances this season from him, but he made up to it for the start, had a good getaway, and he's now trailing Infinity by not that much. So in the res range, I think about 1.2 seconds, 1.4.
1.4. The gap slowly becoming bigger and bigger between Infinity and Atmanos. Yeah.
It is. The question is who will pit first and who will gain a lot of time in the pit lane. Yeah. Pit limit is first gear red line. If you enter the pit's first gear red line, or just make sure it's around like 72 kilometers an hour, around that mark it is. But first gear red line is optimal.
Of course, with Infinity on the hards and Atmanos on the mediums, which may play a big difference in how this race will turn out.
It might indeed. I still love the fact you're on your pit wall, even though your drivers are not here.
Yeah, I'm very invested. I'm looking at the weather conditions, the tire pressures from non-existent tires.
Yeah, exactly.
Are very. You have a good team, boss. When I'm even here, when there are no drivers.
Yes.
No, like. Normally I'm not here, but I'm here now.
As the tires look pretty fine, if I look at the tire board compared to most drivers, the tires look reasonably fine. Might have just a bit of wear on them as we go right now, but it also depends how the drivers feel with the drivers. It's kinda different for each driver, how confident they are with tires, and of course strategies are always a big part of the league. Look at Singapore Silverstone Season 2, where Lambo put a 2-stop strategy out of nowhere. Everyone was committed to the 1-stop. Lambo did a 2-stop on 2 times Hyperstalls and then 1 times Ultrastalls, and they won the race after just making up the gap without effort. And let's see how that all will shape shape up for the rest of the race. We're a third way through.
Gappy also reaching the 5 corner cuts, having to serve a penalty.
Yes,
or either be added to his time.
He has indeed. And in interesting case, he's getting pretty close as well. Robo Mesa and Infinity staying very clear of that. Well, let's go on board with the leader, who's been caught by Admanos in a massive fashion. Might he have made a mistake somewhere along the way? Because he has had a very, very, very big lead, and now he's gone to ashes again. So let's see how Admanos will attack Infinity this time around. Of course, Admanos has not a very good ERS system, so he can't really attack with ERS, but the DRS is a massive advantage he has over Infinity as the two go through the last 2 corners here in Singapore. And the rear end will indeed open on Admanos' car, and it's one second.
Let's see if he can capitalize.
Gappy has done a pit stop, so he'll be lapped. Yes, service penalty. But he'll be lapped. As a left car might be a bit of a distraction for the drivers behind. Of course, Gappy X, the team built of Admanos, now battling it side by side. Gappy has on his pistol. Let's see how he will finish this race, although he's already being lapped. That's not a great start of his race, although P10 will still bring home 3 points for the team. So let's see where he will end up this race. There's no real battle going on. Aquacar and Koye are not far behind from each other, but where's Koye? Oh, I cannot spectate Koye for some reason, which is very...
I can. He's in Singapore right now.
So, you're so funny.
Oh, and Koye is spinning out. Almost. He corrected himself.
Alright. I can now spectate everyone else. Of course, the Chatham Grand Prix, inspired by Caterham, looking very bold on this track, looking very clean as well. So Lemon has overtaken the Raid Club yet again. The row of Manos. What happened to Admanos? He's done a pit stop. He's done a pit stop.
Oh, he's pitting.
He's pitting. It's fine. Of course, he has not had a penalty, so he's good to go instantly. As he exits the pit in a very clean fashion, keeps clear of the corner cuts thing as well. As he will be looking to undercut the drivers before him with the fresh rubber he has got on the car, and then smashing it into the wall is not the smartest thing to do. So Robo Mesa in her second place. And for the rest, not much happening. So Aquacar has overtaken Drifting Casey. Where's Drifting Casey? He's done a pit stop as well. Gets DRS from Koye as well. That might help him in his strategy. Of course, a pitted car against a non-pitted car. Harsh versus Sosso. So that's very interesting as well. Let's go on board with Infinity when they will start their strategies. Or Robo Mesa. When anyone will pit, they're still staying out. So it will be a very interesting strategy to see how all the drivers will fare and make their decisions very wisely. Of course, if someone disconnects and a safety car comes out, then that's a very, very good question as well.
Anything can happen at any second.
Anything can happen, you know, before you know it, you have an engine failure. Before you know it, you have a disconnection. You already had a disconnection, but no one really caught it. I think a lot of drivers...
That's called racing.
Exactly.
Anything can happen.
You know, it's about 70% your call, you know, how good you are, and then 30% is decided by leading it. And of course you have other varieties and stuff you need to have, but I think a lot of drivers are hoping for an Infinity engine failure, and I hope it's not happening for him, but it would mix up things drastically, because he has had a very tough time. Koye has pitted, as Koye is going to pit, yeah. The pit they go, as we have a beautiful new pit system, and the drivers just disappear. That's lovely. That's very lovely. Every garage has
absolutely lovely.
That's beautiful, isn't it? But they have indeed pitted. They still need to change tire compound once.
It just works.
It just works. You know, that's all we need. As Infinity will get DRS from Koye, as long Infinity stays. No, he will probably not get DRS. Koye will get DRS from Infinity. That's beautiful.
Yeah, DRS for a bit. Almost.
Almost. As Albano's jumping back in the ground, as I think there's another pitter in the name of the Irate who has a time penalty. He has how many seconds? I cannot see the leaderboard. He has 5 seconds. Why did he jump out of his car?
Yeah, I was about to say, why did his car disappear?
How?
Exiting the car well
No.
in a pit. It's an interesting strategy we haven't seen before.
That's not a great thing. I will fix that for you, the Irate Club. But you did indeed serve your penalty, so. His people didn't despawn.
Hmm. Well, sometimes it happens. Sometimes your pit crew takes some notes from Ferrari,
Sometimes they do, yeah.
and they're just not there.
I mean, that also happened to Daniel Ricciardo in Monaco 2016 when he was leading in a very good fashion, and then the pit crew were not ready for him. He just put it in the pit lane, and he put it into the pit lane. Pretty much that's what's happened.
Yeah.
But both GMG's and NS Motorsports car are staying out. Maybe they know something we don't. Although Lemon has made a few mistakes. I think he's 18 seconds behind. Robo Mesa 8 seconds behind Infinity, so Infinity might have a full pit stop before in front of them. Although they also do not have a penalty. The only driver still with a penalty now is Drew Captain. As let's go on board with Almanos, who is catching Drew Captain, I think. He indeed is, so let's see how long it will take before Alman overtakes Josh on this track. As if you look at the gaps as well, the top 5 and then the rest of the grid, massive gaps.
Well, I would like to look, but my gaps stop. Oh, are they no, my gaps
What was that?
well, aren't working. Because it worked for like a second. Why when I said it, and then. Well, it's starting to. I can see sometimes.
Yeah, okay, but that's whenever they cross the finish line, they will update. But we're still on board with Almanos, who is about to overtake George here on track. George, of course, reserving for his team, even though his team principal, he didn't want his team to fail completely. But Almanos, with the attack here on George, it will not be a very, very hard fight, since George on the older, harder tires, on older medium tires, I think. Or is it hard? I cannot see it with this light. From this point, they're in each other. I cannot see their tires. Okay, hard.
Whose tires?
Oh, there's smoke. Who has smoke? No, it's a GMG.
Who's on the center?
Who is smoking? There's gonna be a yellow flag, but it seems
Lemon is out.
Lemon is out of the Grand Prix. Safety car will be out. I'll be having to drive the safety car, of course. Pitting is allowed under the safety car. Hoe leggy ben jij?
Ik? Best wel heel erg.
Dus jij als safety car is geen goed idee?
Nee, dat lijkt me geen goed plan.
Okay, so after.
We're gonna see how this safety car will affect the race.
Lemon, would you mind?
Lemon stopping in the middle.
Car? Yeah, I know you, surf man. As Robomace is first to pull it into the pits, Lemon, would you mind being the safety car, please? Just drive it like you would expect from a safety car.
Here we see the end of Lemon's race. And his start as a driver, as a safety car driver.
Lemon's safety car is there.
Having R8 pulling into the pits and then the safety car.
No, that's allowed. A lot of drivers are pitting under the
safety car. Yeah, of course.
The drivers catch up to the safety car. Lemon, put on the lights on the safety car. What's happening?
I believe... there's some problems with the pits.
The R8 clip... No, the R8 clip just put it into the wrong pit box.
Oh.
And now Aqua has kinda fucked himself. The leader would be Infinity, but I have no idea where he is. He's getting out of the pit lane, so... just... Where are you? Lemon, where is Lemon? Yeah, just wait there, Infinity. Just go your pace, Infinity will catch up to you. As lap cars may of course get their laps back, that's not a problem. Everyone is getting their stuff back. That's tough news for Lemon, who was doing quite fine in this Grand Prix, but it will mean that there's going to be a little bit less points for him this weekend. Had a great shot at it, but it could not be for him, as Infinity has finally caught up to the safety car. As there's a lot of rubber banding going on, Robomace will be very soon to join the queue as well.
Now is the question how the race restart will affect the leaderboard, of course.
Of course, that's always a question.
I think we're gonna see some beautiful driving, I believe. At least think it now.
Yeah, it's we finally have a safety car driver as well, since last time the safety car was broken and the time before that the whole game just something went wrong. But the safety car is here. Infinity is behind the safety car. Robomace is behind the safety car. I think George will be the next one to go behind the safety car. As Koya comes out of pit lane as well. Who's into pit lane again? Gappy. What is Gappy doing? Okay, very interesting. Has done a pit stop though, as he now can join the queue. Koye is allowed to lap himself. But we'll be going on board with Lemon, who has been leading the feud. Infinity is keeping a bit of a distance. As Josh, please behave. I know the safety car's a bit slow, but that's because the safety car's slow. I see lag, okay. But you were not doing anything wrong, Infinity. You're doing absolutely fine. Robo is absolutely doing fine. Admanos give place back to Josh. Josh was behind you. Drifting give place back to Josh. Josh was in front of you. So Admanos is P4. Drifting should be P5. Already Club in P6. Aqua 7th. 8th is Agapi, and Koye will be lining up in P9. That's the order. Make sure you maintain it. Alright. Admanos, you're still too far from front. Yeah, okay. I have seen that. Where's Koye? How are you guys taking so long to catch the safety car? You know what, I'm gonna change your laps manually, Koye. You don't have to overtake the safety car. You can just line up in the queue, you will have your laps corrected, don't worry. Otherwise it's gonna take very long. There we go. And Cappy's taking very long to line up as well. What's happening here, man? Koye, you will be asked to let Gappy through. He is approaching from behind you, but since you were a lap down after pitting, he was not. What's
Koye running into the wall.
Oh yeah. Koye, once Gappy approaches you, he is allowed to overtake. Just give him place and you'll be fine. But he needs to pick up the pace a little bit. Let's see where everyone is. And I'm watching the wrong person. That's Fadl Rasmussen on the pit wall. That's not really important. Alright. Let's see where Gappy is. Alright. I mean, you can change the lights, so I see in this lap you can turn the lights off. Just press the thing. Good. Awesome. Alright. Well, there is an engine failure here today. It's Lemon. He was running quite great, as it's a shit show in the back. Please line up properly. Gappy is approaching as well. Koye, as again you were a lap down. Gappy was not after pitting. Just let him through. You'll be fine. Thank you very much. Gappy, he's not in here. Alright, he has read it. Good, good. Now maintain place, good. Alright, safety car's coming in this lap. Safety car's coming in this lap. Infinity, please keep away from the safety car until the green flag drops. Whenever the green flag drops, you are free to decide whenever you go. There's no overtaking until the leader crosses the finish line, although with the rubber banding it's very hard to keep an eye on that. Josh, do not overtake Robo. Admanos, just do not overtake Josh. Right, let me see when Lemon is coming in. Right. Lemon is almost in the pit lane, so we're just... Alright, this looks decent, fellas, this looks decent. Alright, Infinity is free to decide whenever he goes. He has the option to decide when he goes, and he goes instantly.
And immediately.
He goes instantly, and he catches the grid a bit off guard here.
Now, with 11 more laps to go in the Singapore Grand Prix, racing has returned. Let's see how this will affect the leaderboard.
As there's a battle for the third place going on, it's Robo Mesa against Manos. But they both have DRS because Infinity is right in front of them as they go through the sector here. As the DRS clip goes insanely wide. Well, not a good exit for Robo Mesa, losing a bit of ground and now getting a bit more trouble behind him. DRS clip and George both catching ground on him. As Ace3i has joined insanely late. That's a bit too late, man. Be going on board with Almanos, who is trying to trail in Infinity just a little bit by little bit. It's 1 second difference between the two. Can Almanos do a special win here against Infinity, the championship leader on an absolute charge?
Infinity just making the gap bigger and bigger. I'm not sure if somebody will be able to overtake
like
this race.
Is really
Just as I'm saying, of course. I see him fly around the corner.
Always playing a
yes.
But we have seen smoke once, so there's no guarantee we won't see it twice. As they cross the finish line, it looks like Almanos dropped a little bit of time in the last sector as he's already out of light range. Yeah, 1.2 seconds separating the two as Robo Mesa is 2 seconds behind that. The Ur8 Club dropping back behind George. George on a very good charge here as just in case he overtakes Alpha. What's Gappy doing? Where's Gappy? What's well, Gappy go.
Go.
Remix.
Hey!
He is doing some interesting lines. Let's go back to the battle in front, and Almanos right on the tail of Infinity. Why is it every time I just spectate someone else for 2 seconds, there is a very big battle going on between the two? As Koya is already approaching another time penalty, so is the Ur8 Club. Infinity still on 1, Aqua on 2, Robo on 1, and Tristan also on 1. Gapix is also approaching a new time penalty. But what is going on with Infinity? Just gaining time, looking back, and then losing all the time he just gained. And let's see how it all pans out for the final 9 laps here in Singapore. It looks like the podium is pretty much settled down a little bit. As Almanos dropping time yet again in the final sector. It looks like the Luke Empire has found a setup that is really great in the first 2 sectors, but then drops all their pace in the second sector. they approach the finish line. It's 1.1, so he gained, as Gappy is complaining that the car won't turn. Oh, I think that might be just a bit of understeer. Or your setup, since you were doing like a very interesting setup as he goes into the pit lane to probably change it. Which normally would be an issue, but since he's last, it still doesn't matter anyway, since there's no problem.
Yeah.
Or does he just do a normal pit stop and change tires? That's also a very good possibility, since he's on the hard tires. He might go for a Renault softs if he's feeling very brave. I think it's just a regular
laps.
It's indeed just a regular pit stop. He goes on the mediums. He is not ready. Did it? Oh my god, we have another.
It's somebody's engine. Who?
The Robomeester's out of it as well.
Oh, but no. Again, just when you said that you thought the podium was settled, Robin Mace has an engine failure.
Wait.
Oh, and he spins.
Safety car's out on track, guys. Safety car's out on track.
Wait. Koye is also smoking. Or is it just particles? I think it's... I believe...
Koye is also... Okay, let's just call it a red. Let's call it a red.
And the red flag coming out.
It seems that... Okay. It seems that the reliability is a bit bunkers. It's a bit bunkers. Let me... It seems that there might be an issue with it.
In that case, it's great that my cars are not driving today.
Yeah. I have to make a decision, but... Koye, you respawn your car. Just... 1 second. Reline up. Lemon, just wait.
Infinity here with an interesting blooper.
Josh, you
I
are
believe.
you are my proud and you are my... Wait, he's not in here. Fuck. That's fucked. Okay, I'm gonna make this decision. Infinity, if you overtake during pitting, then he is ahead. That's how it works. If he overtakes you during pitting, he's ahead.
Infinity spun out while entering the pit lane.
If everyone goes pitting and they exit, then... Oh wait, it's not a safety car though. When did did you overtake him before or after the red flag is out?
I believe he overtake after the red was out. I believe, but I may have... I just saw Infinity. The only thing I saw was Infinity spinning while entering the pit lane.
I will review when the red. I will review the lap before the red flag came out. What's Gappy? Gappy isn't out of it. Gappy is fine. All right, I'm gonna start up the stream. Car 12, car 17, car 95. The cars with engine failures are allowed to remerge because it seems to be broken for some fucking reason.
And we're gonna get the VAR and look at the footage.
The VAR. Okay, let's see when the
VAR. Yeah.
red flag came out. Okay, lap 26 it came out. Okay, I have no. Infinity is ahead. I mean, maybe only your pits, because I have. Is that Gappy Po who joined? He did. Okay, so all you guys can line up. Lemon, I don't know what you're planning to do, but car 17 is you, so you are able to remerge. And I will now officially review the official starting grid, which, just give me a second. Koye is not P7 since you are going to remerge from the back due to the engine failure still, even though you know, but yeah. Alright. Anyway, your starting order will be Infinity in P1, that's correct. Not Robo. Admanos in P2, that's correct. P3 is indeed the R8 Club. Now, Josh is in P4, yeah. Drifting Case P5, yes. Aqua P6, yeah. Gappy P7, indeed he is. P8 will be Koye, so Koye can move. No, Robo, you are precisely where you should be. Bro was hoping to get there, and then Lemon can, yeah, exactly. So that's right. Let me look at laps, yeah. Alright, of course I break it. Chain. Oh shit. Wait, it fixed itself after one attempt? That's nice.
Oh.
Although you are.
It just works.
It just works. Podium for. With your pace? Heck nah. Alright. Are you all ready? Not ready. Robomace is not ready. How long can you hold for? What do you mean hold for? I mean, how long do you need? Like a minute? Yeah, we can wait a minute. Why did Gappy go? There were no lights. He's just built different. Okay, we're waiting for Robo to come back anyway, so let's interview Infinity, shall we? He's not here. Let's interview Oddman.
Hello.
Hey Oddman, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty stressed out at the moment because I could not think I was gonna fight for the win or at least for the podium, but here we are now. It was a really good fight with Infinity, and the strategy got really screwed up many times. It has happened for the second time. Infinity spawned and I took the lead, but the safety car straight came after that. I was gonna win if it wasn't for that safety car, but Yeah, it is what it is. We're just gonna give a good show for everyone, and I wish good luck for anyone. I don't want any DNFs from now on.
All right. Well, it seems the engine reliability system is a bit weird at the moment. Aqua retired on the formation lap. Robo and Lemon both had issues, and then Koei as well. That's absolutely interesting to see why everything is going wrong. So I'm very curious as to why that happens, but let's see how that all plans out for the rest of the race.
I have terrible like visual lag and rubber banding though, so I can't see really in the safety cars where I am.
Yeah, and a lot of people had issues where the safety car was, but I don't think you're the only one.
Yeah, the rubber banding is just terrible in this track.
Okay, I have looked in studio and it seems indeed that I fucked something up yet again. It has been a very curious thing to know why the fuck it took so long. It's a 1 in 6 chance that it blows up, and it should be 1 in 26.
Ooh.
Right. Is Robo back? He's back. Art. Okay.
Let's just finish
1 in
this shit.
6 per every 10 to 20 minutes. Perhaps it's 15 minutes. My apologies. Right. If we are ready. Alright. The lights go on yet again here in Singapore. Can we get a good run going? And we are up and running yet again. It's a very great getaway for Infinity. A bit of bad one for the Raid Club. Both GMGs getting away very good. Let's see how it all goes in the final 5 to 6 laps. And I'm just struggling now right now. As Josh has fallen back a little bit. Infinity still with a very good lead. Both GMGs have jumped the queue. What the shit was that kind of start? P3 and P4 as it stands, and both attacking Manos. Both on softs as well, as Infinity will struggle a little bit in the beginning stage, as Manos right on the still with a very bad Lambo. Oh my god, I now fully understand why it's broken. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Alright, I will explain to Josh after the race because he's a bit pissed, I know that. In the meantime, Infinity has taken away the lead yet again, but both DMGs are on the tail of Manos, so battling around for that third and second place spot, side by side between Robo Mesa and Manos as we go for this third sector here. Will it be Manos to the line? Will it be a Robo Mesa? We do not know yet, but Infinity still takes the lead, and it will be Manos in front of Lemon. I was looking at the wrong person. Wow, I'm blind. As Robo Mesa has 2 corner flips, Lemon only 1, and Infinity has 4. So Infinity has to watch out for a time penalty. One more, and he's 5 seconds further back than what he was. And that might give a victory away, as Lemon has taken a move on Manos. He's ahead and in front as we approach that second sector. As now putting the charge to Infinity as well. Lemon has found his inner center, it seems, because he's putting a real charge on here. As it's only a few car lengths separating the two. Robo Mesa has outdone Manos as well. But it's a very big snap both there for both Lemon and Manos. Manos a little bit further back here. Robo Mesa seems fine getting away there. Although they are gaining a bit on Lemon. The person in second place right now. As we look at the corner cuts, it's still looking clean for most drivers, although Manos is back on the back of Robo Mesa as we go for the second sector. 5 laps to go here in Singapore. as any engine retirements that happen right now is allowed to respawn, get a remerge instantly. And Lemon doesn't seem to have the pace to follow Infinity behind. Infinity really struggling to keep it going here, so unless Infinity makes a mistake, which he is prone to do, there's not a lot that will change here today in Singapore. Skeppy has rejoined. I think he had a disconnection.
Also, there may be the possibility, because of the reliability issues, that Infinity might also have an engine failure. The chances are higher than normal. So yeah, you can't count it out. Even though there are only 3.5 laps to go.
My tires suddenly went blank.
Hmm?
Oh, damn. Jump out, jump in, and you can reset your tires, I guess. Am I that blind? Yes, I am.
Infinity is above the 5 corner cuts. I don't know if it has to do with the entire problem that was going on.
That was Koye, but Koye might have had that issue. Yeah, Infinity is still. Infinity has 5 seconds as well. He's
Yeah.
So pretty much the race that's going on right behind them is the race for the lead, which is a Robo Mesa who's 4 corner cuts, and Lemon who's 3 corner cuts, but your 8 Clip, who has 5 corner cuts as well, is not in for the race win as well. Who's Manos doing 1 corner cuts 4 as well, so as it stands, it's not Infinity who will take the win. So it's a very interesting race that will happen. Manos versus Robo versus Lemon, unless Infinity puts a 5-second gap, which would also not be unheard of, as it's only 2.1 right now, and him pushing a bit harder than taking 5 is not something new. And the Raid Club takes the move for 2nd place, but also has a 5-second time penalty put to him. Manos has a 5-second time penalty put to him. George has only 2 seconds, so as it stands, George would get onto the podium as well, which would make him very happy. It's just making sure you get everything going, because it's a very hectic race yet again. I have made a massive mistake in studio yet again. Every time you think you have done everything perfectly, it's and he hits the wall. Lemon hits the wall. He's into the wall. Lemon 4 corner cuts. Robo still 4 corner cuts, so they keep it very clean. Manos has 5, so he is not contending for the win as it stands, unless both drivers behind him get 5 corner cuts as well. Although I have to say that Infinity might have put 5 seconds on them, as it's a very large gap. Although I'm not sure. No, it's not 5 seconds. Although Robo Mesa is almost outside those 5 seconds. Lemon is not. So they both need to push on. There's only 2 laps remaining in this race. The real Cappy will be on for a... not much actually. As it stands right now, he is not going to improve any bit. Past 5 seconds as well. Aqua's one of the most clean drivers in the league, so it's very curious to see him have 5 seconds, as Atmanos is being challenged by...
Especially on a street race.
Exactly. But we are not reaching 25, so as GapX does another pit stop, he is absolutely doing very good in this race. The Infinity will take home the point of fastest lap unless he just now brutally crashes and kills like a family 4. Let's see how it all pans out. The last lap was very fast by Infinity as well, a bit faster than the drivers behind him, although I think the softs are rearing up a little bit. So Infinity seems to pull away from the drivers in front, and it might get clear of those 5 seconds from the drivers behind him. Lemon though keeps pushing on. He's still on for a podium anyhow, but can he take that win here today in Singapore? It's a very interesting day today. 4.1 second, 4.2 seconds. Robo Mesa's out of the penalty zone. He will not gain a place from Infinity. Can Lemon stay within those 5 seconds though? That's the question. Atmanos will lose a place. Let me see the corner cuts as it stands right now. Lemon still clear. Robo Mesa is not clear anymore. He has 5 seconds as well, so that will mean that Josh will still not gain any places. Lemon needs to stay within 8/10 of Infinity to get that win distance today. Although Infinity has gone slower than Lemon in the first sector, so that's a good thing for him. Let's see how it goes here today for the final few sectors though. The drivers in front of him are battling around for the podium. The Red Clip would take P3 as it stands. Infinity P2, Atmanos P4 and Robo P5. But will Lemon be clear of the corner cuts? He can only cut in one place here, and I don't think that's happening. 4/10 lost in the second sector though. That's not a big margin he has. Can he stay within the 5 seconds? Or will it be a P2 today for Lemon? First podium though. Or will he get like a penalty as well and just lose all his momentum? As Infinity takes the win
It
here
can
today
happen.
in Singapore, and I think and Lemon, that's a 5.033, and that will mean that I need to go frame counting.
Ooh.
But I think it will be Infinity. I will need to do frame counting, but for as it stands, it will be Infinity, although Lemon will take home P2. Lemon will indeed take home P2, because the rest is all corner cuts, you know. His corner cuts came after the finish line, so that's fine. Then the Red Clip will line up in P3. That's confirmed. Atmanos P4, Robo Mesa, and that's 5 seconds, that's 12, so George will not gain a place, so Robo will be in P5 still, George P6, yeah, and then the rest will follow. Alright. Addressing your P7.
An amazing race.
Yeah.
But I'm hungry, so I'm now
Alright.
really gonna make some food. It was a nice race to see. Thank you guys for having me.
Atmanos.
I'ma leave
He got
now.
his CCs after the finish
later.
line.
Hey.
He got his CC after the finish line. He just ran straight and started typing in chat. That's how he got his corner cuts. He does not. He does not do it always. He has not been here for ages. What do you mean he does it always? Just, Atman, you gotta stop you gotta stop being so annoying every time something bad happens. Like, he did this, he did that. Just do a normal ask, but not, he did it. It's so fucking infuriating, man. Alright. No, you do this every time. It's always the same. Anyway, Oh yeah, for real nice. All right, I will fly the people to the podium. The beautiful and amazing.
Let's fucking go, bro! Let's go!
What?
I won.
You did not win.
My team won. So by
Josh.
extension, I won.
Josh, you know what I did? So you know how I was talking about a bugged car? So to fix it, since it's...
Yeah, no, I was looking at the stream, man. Do you think I was gonna cut myself out of the loop?
No. But I apparently
Can I?
copied...
Yeah, you made 1.6 instead of 1.26. I know. Can I stand on the side like the constructor engineer?
Oh yeah, you can. You can definitely. You want...
Let's fucking go,
You're the winning
dude.
constructors. But damn, Infinity won by the smallest margin ever, though.
Let's go.
I gotta go. I can't do interviews. Okay.
Otman, I love you. Otman, I love you.
All right.
Congratulations.
You did so well.
Why is Lemon on the
Yeah,
podium?
I thought it was good. What did you say?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing really concerning you. Let me open my Spotify, because now I need to do the British and the Italian.
Italian! Italian! Yeah! Yo, where did Infinity go?
I have no clue.
Huh?
Oh, you need to teleport.
CP.
He
Newly
Newly
probably-
removed hardware in the coffee can.
No,
By
I
the
am
time I reached the turret,
Greatest day of my life. This is what it's all about, guys.
All right.
Let's go.
First of all, the national anthem of Great Britain for the winning drivers. Sitting on desktop, that's good. Where's the British national anthem? United Kingdom. There we go.
Are we meant to hear it? Tedesca il scrigno destinta la testa dove la vittoria le porta la Roma di Roma idolatreo Fratelli d'Italia, l'Italia si desta dell'elmo di Cipro, spinta la testa, dov'è la vittoria che porta la Roma, è schiava di Roma e tira canta forte, si incontra alla morte l'Italia. Pianta forte, si affronta alla morte, si affronta alla morte l'Italia. Come on. Hey! greatest anthem in the world, possibly.
Yo.
Shuffle, are you there?
Shuffle died.
All right. I was talking muted again. Yet again, I'm very good at that.
Shuffle,
I seem to-
since I have to eat in a bit, can you interview Infinity and then me as the constructor, and then
Yeah, sure. It was a
Thank you.
very great result for you today. Race win yet again, although without damage this time. Yeah, there was no real way to finish in a bad way. Your engine system was, unlike the GMG engines, not bugged, which is a great feat for you. So tell us, how did the race go between your eyes? And that was a very weird sentence. Okay.
I mean, it went pretty good actually. Only one small mistake and then a lot of like big mistakes. Like, I mean, a lot of small mistakes, but like one big mistake, spinning.
All right.
And I sent the last sector on my final lap, and it worked. Like, if I didn't send them last two corners, I would be second. And Lemon would be so happy right now.
I think
yeah.
Lemon still can be happy with the result he put on today. Second place, his first podium. Although you take home the maximum amount of points you can in a weekend. P1, pole, and the quick time is 29 points added to your tally, and that's a great result for the Noob Empire Racing outfit. Anything else you would like to add?
Was there any
Alright,
that's good enough.
well, and we'll be moving on to his teammate. Normally we would interview P2, but he's not. Josh thinks he's important, so we're gonna interview Josh first.
I'm very important. What fucking thing is that?
Sweden.
What? Anyways, yeah, I'm not gonna talk as a driver right now because, well, quite clearly there's not much to talk about. But I'm gonna talk as a constructor. This race has been long coming. We only needed, walls that didn't allow you to corner cut and 0 damage for Infinity to win, but it happened. And I'm really happy about it. It was a great way to win, really close, probably the closest race this season. I'm really happy at how it happened. These are points that are well deserved for him, and I'm really proud for what the team has achieved this weekend. I am ecstatic about the win. I think Infinity can confirm that when he crossed the line, when he crossed the line first, I was probably happier than he was. But what's important is that we could hear the Italian anthem and the English anthem on the podium today. I'm really happy about it, and I hope we can replicate some of these results in the next races.
Holy shit. Sorry.
Okay, I have to go eat now though, so
Alright, goodbye. No.
bye-bye.
I think Lemon will be doing a chat interview because he normally cannot talk. Unless he can.
Can I play the Swedish anthem while he's chatting then, if he's not going to talk?
I will put you very low volume if you...
I will. It's going to be low volume. It's going to be like very low.
Okay, but are you gonna do a chat interview though? Alright. Second place, just ever so far away from the first victory, but you were very close indeed. A very good race. A bit of bugs here and there, but... yeah, tell us, how did your race go? Besides the engine retirement. Well, I'm really happy. It's always nice getting your first podium. The race was going, driving constantly, but unfortunately the engine cooked me. At the restart, a perfect start. And I just tried to do my best to catch Infinity. And I just came up short by 0.03 seconds, yeah. You are indeed. What more could I ask for after being DNF 10 laps ago? Yeah, that's fair enough. Of course, next track will be Mexico, a track where Lambo will be, of course, very, very fast on again. Noob Empire will probably drop back a bit further, so will GMG, unless they have ERS. Tell us, how are you looking forward to the race in Mexico? It is his first. Well, he also only did 3 races, so like... I'm just looking to be as consistent that I can be and do something like Indy where I didn't have the car but still finish well. Alright, well, sounds good. Thank you for your time and good luck next race. Is the Eclipso here though? He is indeed. He finished P3, so let's interview the man on the podium. Well, alright.
Well done.
You had some good pace. You got the podium. You didn't get the win, but it's still P3. Technically finished P2 on track, but the time penalty sent you back flying to P3. Tell us, how did the race go in your point of view?
Well, first stint, I figured out how truly shit the car is on hards at this track. Maybe that's a change with the new car, new car physics. So we're gonna have to, have a new setup philosophy for it. This race I was running -5, -4, so it was working pretty well for me, except for the first stint. But the second stint was disappointing. Had I just kept it clean, I would have had my second win in a row. And of course, a happy Jake. But it's another story of coulda, woulda, shoulda. It didn't happen. And I'm still P3, so that's still good points on the table. Slightly missed out on Infinity's fastest lap, but it just is what it is. I kept with him. I could almost smell his DRS, but I made a mistake. And yeah, just gradual 2-second gap. And of course, as a driver, it's really difficult to keep it out of the wall because you're trying to aim for a lower number that you can. Yeah.
Alright, yeah, of course, next race will be Mexico, a little bit more of an easy track with a completely revamped damage system as well. What do you think will come out of that?
Well, I'm not here to gloat, but Jake has bought a taco truck for us to get in the mood for Mexico. So I'm hoping to have a good result, maybe an upgrade to fit on the car, since I think with this practice we have points for maybe a medium or a small upgrade. So that's definitely going on for next weekend.
Alright, well, we'll see how it goes. Of course, a lot of teams can now. It's the 6th round of season though, so there have been 3 rounds yet again, so people can bring another engine upgrade to Mexico. Let's see how that all works out, and probably Lambo will do yet another top speed upgrade. But a great result. Thanks for your time, and good luck next time.
Yep, all good.
As Almanas is not here, so that will mean if you will interview the Mr. Robomesa himself. Robomesa, you finished P5. If you had kept it clean a little bit more, you would have probably finished
P3.
P3.
Yeah.
You would have. Tell us, how did the race go in your eyes?
Well, the fact that I was able to finish a race in the first place is something that I'm not going to take for granted. That was unexpected, and I know that there might be some people that might even be unhappy about, me even being able to restart after pretty much having an engine DNF. I was surprised on that myself, but I'm just happy that I finished in P5. I wish that I kept it. It was coming to the final lap on the last turn that I accidentally went a little bit too into the curb, and there's like a little bit of weird cut there.
Yeah,
and
it prevents you from entering a very weird or cutting the corner. So yeah.
Yeah, so that I just went a little bit too much in there, and that was it for me. But I was like, okay, well, I'll just try to focus on who's behind me. Maybe I just try to keep up to Lemon, and Manos might make a mistake or something at that point. It was a very up and down race. It was looking really good at one point until the first caution I had, until like Lemon's caution there. I was in second place, pretty much just chilling without really any issues. Manos did pit stop. I was kind of thinking, like, at that time, if I wanted to do hards or softs, hards or mediums, but I kind of felt like my tires were good. Then the caution came out, and I was like, okay. So I switched to mediums, and I was running pretty darn well with mediums after switching, and that was definitely the right strategy at that point. But then, of course, my engine went out, so none of that really mattered. Went with softs, and just knew I was going to be in the back row, and I sent the ever-loving shit out of it. Got up to battling for the lead, I think, almost at one point a little bit with Infinity, with that giant-ass pack up there in the front. It was a battle. It was a good battle up there in the front. Just I made my mistakes. Came into, again, one of those weird finishes like it was last time at Aston, where it's just, corner cuts determine where you're going to finish. And those like late race restarts just tend to make things a little bit weird. But, I don't mind finishing where I am. I'm glad I at least finished, and I finished better than I started on the restart. So that's, that's good. I started P9, and I moved up 4 positions at the end of the race. Very happy for Lemon. I wish I was cheering for him on that final lap to make it, but he got his first podium, and again, from his position, he was completely DNF'd, and suddenly he's back in the race. To get from that to a photo finish for the win, it's got to be a hell of a way to go. I mean, I probably would have just left the game if I was him, and I wouldn't have had that opportunity. So, good job on him for doing our team well. Next weekend is just going to be one we work with, and we'll see what happens. I'm not really sure what to expect. I mean, when the races end up like this, it really is anyone's race. Infinity excluded, because Infinity is Infinity.
Yeah, of course, there will be a new damage system, and of course, if I look at how the drivers were driving, if I see how the drivers were driving today, I have zero faith in that any of you would have finished the race without tires, with 4 tires attached. So,
well, I would have been a lot more cautious if there was tire wear, like it was in Australia, in the rain. I was really cautious that race, and those are the races where smooth is fast and slow and steady wins the race. So that's how I got my first podium. So that probably would have been the strategy.
Of course, there's a little bit of a championship moving up and down as well, as you now are sitting P6 in the championship, although P2 till P7 are very close, with only 20 points separating P2 till P7. You're 10 points behind P2 right now, which is Aquacar. Infinity jumped back to P3 with now 62 points on his tally. But the Constructors' Championship is very, very tight. P1 till P4 is only 10 points separating. Assyria still taking the charge. Noob Empire jumping all the way back from P5 now to P2. So it's gonna be a hella fight this season. But yeah, let's see how the drivers will do with the new damage system next week. Next race in Mexico.
And I will pray to God If there is a God, please, I beg. I plead.
Please let
Spare our fucking engines from destroying themselves. Oh god, didn't we have like didn't GMG engines from another team blow up last week or last race?
Like no, the last race in Essen we only had one engine blow up, which is
But GMG had an engine blow up, didn't we?
we had one. Yeah, we did indeed. Lambo had two, I think. But over the course of the last few races, we have. But okay, let me explain in detail what happened. First of all, for some reason, the numbers completely changed. Second of all, I copied the Chatham Grand Prix was bugged. So I copied the car, the HSE tune, put it in the BR car, the Chatham car, and for some reason I forgot to change the engine reliability back to the BR stats. As in, even though it's Chatham, it started as BR, so I'm not gonna change all the names. In BR, it's just fine. You know the system we're in. So your car, Lemon's car, and Koya's car were linked to the same engine reliability, which is
McLaren Honda, McLaren Honda, McLaren Honda. All right.
But yeah, that's kind of what happened.
Thanks for that. I think I might be taking up your interview time a little bit here, so I'll let you move on.
Yeah, sure, thank you. Although I have to say the only one we can move on to is Aqua Car. So Aqua, just tell us what was your race. I was consistent and that helped me finish ahead of Gappy. I mean, Gappy did like 5 pit stops, so that might also have something to do with it. Up to 4 points. Did my best lap on my last lap. That's awesome. Team streak, of course. They have dropped back a few places. They're now 5th in the standings. Yeah, but yourself are still sitting in P2 in the championship with 65 points to your name. So that's a good thing. Infinity is very close behind you. So let's see how the rest of the season progresses with that. It's the fall of Furness. Well, we all knew that it was a story that could not last, didn't we? You're so close to win. Yeah, indeed it was. Well, thank you for your time, Aqua. It has been a pleasure. Yeah. I would understand that. I will fix the whole shebang later. Yeah, save and reset. Alright. Well, thanks for coming and watching, people.